If you've never taught in a special needs classroom, you'll probably think we're just playing with sensory toys and using visual schedules all day. But that's not the real picture. And honestly, it's about time people heard the truth. Because what some teachers walked into this September is not just hard, it's dangerous. I'm going to talk about the real behaviors, the real risk, the real responsibilities, and the silence teachers are forced to live in. I've got 3 students this year with extreme violent behaviors. One is very impulsive. 1 minute this student is fine, and the next the student flips, no warning. Another one loses control the minute everything doesn't go the way they want it to go. And the third student holds it in. And then, boom, chairs, tables, bins, the whole classroom flipped. You spend hours setting up your space only to watch it destroyed in seconds. And you're expected to stay calm, professional, and smiling. If you were ever in my classroom, you would understand. You would see that I'm not exaggerating. But most people won't ever know, because we are not allowed to show you. You know, when you're on an airplane, they say, put your own oxygen mask on before helping others. In a special needs classroom, it's the opposite. You protect everyone else first. Your students, your SNAs, anyone nearby, before you even think about protecting yourself. Because things escalate that quickly. You don't get to take a breath. You don't get to fall apart. You act. And when it turns violent, you can't even protect yourself properly. If a child is hitting you and you try to hold their hand to stop them, it's deemed restraint. If you block them from kicking another child, that can be called restraint. The policies in place are good. They protect the children, but they leave teachers wide open. So when you see a teacher holding a child and think, oh my God, look what the adult is doing, you don't see what the child did first. But we are not allowed to say. We are told, let it slide. Stay silent. Don't defend yourself. And don't even get me started on when outside help shows up. The multidisciplinary teams are the professionals, the people who come in for an hour and write a report. That's a video on its own, because they don't live this. We do. So what do I do in my class? I stay calm. I use a stern voice, but I don't shout. With my impulsive student, everything is a joke. So we make social stories, not generic ones we get online. Real pictures, real places, real consequences. For the other 2 students, they are clever, academically brilliant. One can talk you into a corner if you're not careful. But I don't budge. When they flip the classroom, I don't clean it up. You flip the table, you fix the table. You didn't ask me to help when you flipped it. So why do you need me now? That's not being harsh. That's real life. That's teaching responsibility. We cannot keep giving children excuses. Yes, they have autism. Yes, they may have trauma or anxiety or other diagnosis, but that does not erase accountability. In the real world, if you hit someone, there are consequences. If you destroy property, there are consequences. Our job is to prepare them for life, not shelter them from it. Teaching structure and consequences is love. Allowing them to grow up thinking anything goes, that's not love. That's setting them up for failure. And to the parents, please, stop pretending your child is innocent. If they hit, say so. If they are struggling, admit it. You are not doing them any favors by telling half the story. At home, you are getting hit, shouted at, kicked. But in school, you're saying, he's fine, she's okay. Then you go online and destroy the teacher's name. In public, schools stay silent. Even when we're slapped, insulted, and blamed, we're told to stay quiet. And the world listens to the angry parent because they are loud. But we are tired of being the bad guy. Work with us. Don't make promises to your child that the teacher never agreed to. Don't say your teacher will give you blah 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 when we won't. That causes chaos and your child pays for it. I don't do this because it's easy. I do this because I want your child to become an independent adult. That's the goal. Whether they like me or not, I want them to learn something from me. Some say, I hate you, but they're hugging me 5 minutes later. One told me, I am going to get my mom to sue you. I said, no, you sue me. Wait until you're a lawyer, because you are the one I upset, not your mom. You sue me. And he laughed. Because even in that moment, connection was there. This is the reality of teaching in a special needs classroom. It's not a trend. It's not a TikTok. It's not a case study. It's real. We show up every day, even when we are bruised, even when we are exhausted, even when no one defends us. But we cannot do this alone. So stop pretending. Stop lying about your child's behavior. Stop expecting us to fix what you are unwilling to face. We don't want praise. We just want honesty, respect, and partnership. And we want to do this together for your child. Because the only way your child wins is if we stop pretending and start working together. Let's work together for your child. Thank you.